Another year has passed and the Spring Hill class of '93 joins the ranks of 9,000 alumni. Three honorary doctors are among the new alumni, including Atlanta Constitution columnist Celestine Sibley, Bishop Joseph Brunini, Bishop of Jackson, Mississippi, retired, Universal Press Syndicate columnist Georgie Ann Geyer,
I wasn't really sure why the Jesuits had selected me. Then one of them told me that they knew that I had interviewed Khomeini, Castro, Gaddafi, Arafat, Perón, and Manuel Noriega, and they thought I'd feel at home. Now, I'm not sure what they meant by that. But I do know that when I would come home from those trips, when I did interview those people, my beloved mother would say, "Dear, I hate to say this, but I really don't approve of the company you're keeping." But you know, I really do love the Jesuits. I've long admired their dedication to education, to knowing, to forming communities, minds in the world. Think of the great leaders they have formed: René Descartes, Blaise Pascal, James Joyce, Fidel Castro. Well, nobody's perfect.
Graduations are among the milestone moments of Spring Hill's 163-year history. Moments of many kinds are chronicled in an intriguing new book by a familiar Spring Hill figure. These moments range from the mystery of the bishop's buggy to the fires that leveled college buildings in the 19th century, the historic roles played by Spring Hill's faculty and administration in the Civil War, to the tragedy of a Thanksgiving Day death on the edge of the hill more than 100 years ago and the silver jug in the college archive that bears the victim's name. These moments in the history of Spring Hill are chronicled in a book titled Twice Remembered, edited by Charles J. Boyle. Professor Boyle taught English to many of us and now serves as the college archivist.
Bishop Michael Portier was the founder of Spring Hill College in 1830. He was a frontier bishop and therefore a man who was well able to take care of himself in some pretty rough circumstances. But he was also remarkably a man of even temper, disposition, sense of humor. One story is told by Colonel Robert Sands about one day when the bishop came out here. It was a long trip from Mobile by horse and buggy, so that he usually spent the night. Now, when the bishop came, it was usually the practice for him to give a holiday from classes, what they called in those days Deo Gratias. The boys, of course, no sooner saw him than they started to ask for the next day off, and he put them off. He never did answer them. They were afraid that he was going to leave the next morning before they could get to him again. So they actually went so far as not only to steal his carriage, but to disassemble it, carry it piece by piece all the way up to the third floor of the college building and reassemble it up there. So that when Bishop Portier came out the next morning ready to leave, no one was able to find his carriage. Finally, a man came out who worked in the dormitory, and looking amazed, he announced that the carriage was up there, fully assembled on the third floor. Well, the bishop apparently thought this was very funny, took it all in very good nature. Not only did he not punish the boys, but he granted them their Deo Gratias.
Dr. Boyle's is the first book from the Friends of the Spring Hill College Library Press. Information on how to order the book is enclosed. Yenny Hall's transformation from biology to business complex is complete. The renovated structure, dating from 1901, was reopened in the fall of 1992. It's the first beneficiary of the campaign for Spring Hill. Former Spring Hill Athletic Director Jerry Hughes took final vows as a Jesuit priest in a ceremony at St. Joseph's Chapel in April. Father Hughes, a member of the class of '54, was a mathematics instructor and basketball coach at Spring Hill in the late '60s and early '70s. Father Hughes is now on the campus ministry staff, teaches math, and still stays involved with our scholar athletes. Dr. John Hafner, professor of English and a member of the Spring Hill class of '60, was awarded his third Fulbright this spring. Hafner will teach in Manila, in the Philippines, for a year. He has previously been awarded fellowships in Indonesia and Greece. The Spring Hill basketball team continues to win with a 22-9 record in '93. The Lady Badgers compiled a 15-12 record. Our baseball team won 36 and lost 17. Women's tennis had a 6-12 record, while the men's tennis team finished the year with 5 wins and 16 losses.
It's been 8 years since Spring Hill had a Hall of Fame class, so ties and tails were in order for Jim Rebarchek, the 3-sport star from the 70s, and Tut Thublin, whose baseball prowess carried him to Pro Bowl. And the class of '93 featured a historic first.
To be the first woman and to have this honor before I'm 80 years old at a time when I can enjoy it is really neat.
Walking history. That's the only way to describe what's going on behind me. You have athletes from 5 different decades and just about every sport imaginable at Spring Hill, including the days of Badger football in the 1940 game with Alabama.
I'm not positive about that game, but I think it was 6-0 at the half. But they wore us down in the last quarter and beat us 26-0.
50s basketball star Bob Coyle was there, and Milton Hill, the Badgers' #1 fan who just saw his 655th game.
Yeah, we have really enjoyed it. What little it's cost us going and coming has been well spent.
Spring Hill took a major step into the future with the appointment of Bill Messina as Vice President of Development. A seasoned fundraising professional, Bill has overall responsibility for development, public relations, and alumni programs. His special task, the success of the $17 million campaign for Spring Hill as we prepare for our 3rd century. Spring Hill's Alumni Association continues to expand with a stronger communications program and a full calendar of alumni events. Your alumni board hopes you'll join the association in 1993-94. Membership packets are on the way. Be a part of the 160-year history and experience the pride that comes with being an alum. Oh, and one more thing. May we ask your help in sending this alumni news update to your fellow alumni? After you view this tape, please put your comments on the enclosed card and drop it in the mail. Your opinions are important to us. Please pass this video along to someone you think might be interested in Spring Hill. Thank you.